doing today? My name's Eric, and I really appreciate you stopping by to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make a cowboy ribeye steak, or sometimes referred to as a tomahawk steak. Mainly because it's got this big bone still attached, bone-in ribeye, that actually makes it look like a tomahawk. This thing is absolutely marvelous. This is the biggest steak, single steak I've ever cooked. This is 3.28 pounds. I picked it up this morning at Sam's Club. I mean, look at this monster. Now, the reason I'm cooking this steak is because I'm a solo guy here for the next few days. My wife and children are out of town for the next 2 days. They went to a homeschooling convention in another town that's around an hour and a half away, so they're going to be spending the night there. And I am all alone. I couldn't attend because I have work tomorrow and the next day. So I decided, since it's Father's Day weekend this coming weekend and I have to work, that I will do something special for myself. And I'm kind of a steak and potato kind of guy. So I thought, what can I make today while I'm by myself that's not going to be a lot of work but still going to be delicious? I've seen these for the last few months when I've gone to Sam's Club. And I've always kind of been fascinated by them just by the size. But I thought, you know what, my goodness, you know, this steak costs $28. So this is not something, obviously, that you would be buying a lot of. But for special occasions, Father's Day, anniversaries, birthdays, you know, maybe you just really have someone coming over that you really want to impress. This is the kind of steak to do it. The presentation with that big bone, absolutely incredible. So if you've been watching most of my videos, you know me. If I want to be able to cook a steak perfectly, I'm going to be doing it with my sous vide machine. This is going to be real basic. I'm not going to mess around with this. This is a good piece of meat, so I don't have to put all kinds of weird rubs and spices on it. It's going to be kosher salt and ground black pepper. That's it. I'm going to throw it in the sous vide, I'm going to cook it, and I'm going to finish it off with a hot sear for around 90 seconds to a minute, 2 minutes on each side on a grill underneath some charcoal. That's it. Stick around. I'm going to show you step by step how to do this. Let's get cooking. So the first thing you want to do here is just lay it out, and we're just going to put a binder on it so the salt and pepper can stick. And the best thing for this is just regular old olive oil. And we don't have to go crazy. Just apply a little bit of olive oil on here so the salt and pepper have something to stick to. Turn this bad boy over. Man, this thing is so big. It looks so delicious. So just give it a nice coating. This isn't really that require that much skill. That's it. Then what we're going to just do, I'm using the regular kosher salt. We're just going to sprinkle some kosher salt on there. We want to get a good amount of salt. We're going to let it sit out here while our sous vide machine warms up. And regular old ground black pepper. Just like that. Very basic, very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this on the other side. And most importantly, I'm going to get it in a sous vide bag. And I will meet you back here when we are ready to put it in the bath. See you in a second. So here we are. I got it sealed in a food saver bag with the salt and pepper and a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to turn on my sous vide machine here. I'm cooking it at 135 degrees. Now this thing's around 3 inches thick. Normally a steak would take an hour, maybe to 2 hours tops. Seeing how thick this is, I'm going to add an additional hour. I'm going to do it for 3 hours. You'd be safe all the way up to 4. I wouldn't go any longer than 4. All right, it just beeped. It's reached 135 degrees. Now if you like it a little more on the rare side, go 130, 131. If you like it more well done, but I don't recommend it, you know, go higher than 135. To me, 135 is a perfect medium rare. Still nice pink, red in the center, and cooking it for 3 hours in the sous vide, you don't have to worry about it being, you know, undercooked. So that's it, 135 degrees. I'm going to stick this bad boy in here. Ooh, this is a big steak. Like I said, probably by far the biggest steak I've ever cooked. It almost takes up my whole 5-gallon container. I don't think I'm going to need any weights either to hold the meat down because it weighs 3 pounds. So there you go. I'm going to start the timer, and 3 hours from now we'll take this out. I'll show you the next step. We'll get it on the grill for a few minutes, and this is going to be absolutely delicious. I'm kind of disappointed that my wife and kids aren't here to actually try it. They probably really enjoy it. So there you go. That's what I love about the sous vide. You throw it in there, you set the timer, just continue doing whatever you're doing during the day. You don't have to sit and babysit it. You don't have to worry about it overcooking. It's going to work its magic. When it beeps, the timer goes off, you come take it out, you sear it, it's done. So, man, I'm looking forward to this. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, since I have 3 hours to wait, probably 4 hours till I eat, you know what time it is. Time for a nice beer review. This one I just picked up. I've seen it a couple times. Never tried it. It's a Belgian beer. Leffe, I believe is what it is. It's a Abbey Ale, product of Belgium, blonde, 6.6% alcohol. So here we go. Now, usually I go on the website of these beers I review just to get a little background, read a little bit about the, you know, the company, where the beer is made, so forth. This one's kind of interesting. They recommend using a glass like this to enjoy the aroma. At least that's the picture on the 6-pack I bought. So I only have one, the Stella glass I got for free a couple years ago. Oops, I poured that way too fast. I'm going to have to let that settle for a second. But anyway, this company, believe it or not, was founded by Belgian monks in a monastery in Belgium in 1152. I mean, my goodness. And the story they give is back in those days, there was a lot of plagues and illness and things that were going around, and a lot of people were getting sick, and of course the technology, the medicines and stuff wasn't obviously up to par as what it is today. A lot of people died. And for that reason, a lot of the water was contaminated with God knows what. So a lot of the people drank beer because the process of making the beer, fermenting it, so forth, got all the impurities out and made the beer safe to drink. So it's quite common back in the old days that you know, even the children, the women, everyone in the family would drink a beer. You know, that was their source of having something they could drink and still be safe. So kind of interesting, if you guys didn't know that. But boy, I poured that way too fast, but let's get a smell. Okay, I don't really smell much of anything. Maybe a little bit of malt smell, a little bit of spice, a mild hoppy flavor. That's about it. I don't smell much. Maybe it's because I got this big head on it, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. As always, guys, cheers. I appreciate you watching my video. I want to thank all my viewers. I've just hit over 500,000 views, so over 500,000 views on my videos. I owe it all to you guys. At the time of this video being recorded, I have, I wrote it down, over 2,300 subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys. I love the support. I love your comments, your suggestions, your questions. If you have any, please feel free to leave it below. Thanks again. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Here goes nothing. That's good. It's very carbonated. Okay. I taste malt. A lot more malty than I'm used to. A slight spice. Certainly not overpowering. And just a very mild bitterness at the end as you finish drinking it. But a lot less bitter than a lot of the IPAs that people try these days. It's definitely pretty mild, especially when you consider it's 6.6% alcohol. Oh, it's good. I can always tell when I get a good beer that's not made in the USA, because It just, the flavor profiles are a lot different. This reminds me of a German beer. Wow, it's very, very good. Highly recommend it. Well, there you go, guys. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to wait, let's see, another 2 hours and 25 minutes until the sous vide's ready. In around 2 hours, I'll get the grill going, get it nice hot, get some hot coals going, and we're going to finish searing this. It's going to be absolutely delicious. So I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to enjoy this. Again, thanks, guys. I really appreciate all your support. Cheers. All right, guys. We are back. It just beeped. We are ready. Let's turn that off. All right. Oh boy, does it look good. I don't even think I'm going to need a utensil out on the grill. I'll just be able to grab that bone. Oh, there we go. Wow. Looks great. I got a baked potato I already pretty much cooked. It's just been sitting here ready to heat up a little bit on the grill. Some asparagus. We're just gonna blot this dry with some paper towels. Get it ready for the sear. I got some charcoal going outside. I'll meet you outside in a second when we're ready to throw this on the grill. Alright, here we go. It's got a little loose right there, but I'll just keep an eye on it. In just a few minutes. I got some asparagus and potato. Be back in a second. Alright, get ready to flip this. It's been around a minute and a half. Whew, I'm going to let that die down just a little bit before I flip it. Man, this is looking good. Look at this thing. Oh yeah. Give it another minute and a half. We'll be ready. Here we go, guys. Right off the grill. Oh my goodness. Does that look awesome or what? So I think I'm just going to cut the bone off of this. We'll, let's see, right around here. Let's see. That looks good. Oh, look at that. Oh, my dog is going to have a good time with that. Alright, let me change the camera angle so we can get a good shot of me slicing into this. Alright guys, let's see here. Oh my goodness. Being a ribeye, you're going to have pockets of fat. Oh, here comes Dixie running. But boy. Take a look at that. Look at that. Wow. Man, oh man, I tell you. Cooking sous vide is wonderful. Man, I'm not gonna be able to eat all this. This is gonna be food for a couple days. Look at that. Look how juicy that sous vide. Oh. Alright, let me see if I can get a little sample here on camera on this Cowboy tomahawk. Oh, wonderful. Wow. You know, when you have a good piece of meat, you don't need anything more than just a basic salt and pepper. I mean, I'm telling you, perfect. I mean, you can taste the meat. This is a really good steak. Guys, as always, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, please hit the like button. Click the link up above. It's to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. Subscribe to my channel. Check out some of my other videos. I really appreciate your support. We'll see you next time. Bye.